There are moments in the world of high-stakes politics and public fame that do more than just make headlines. They shake the internet itself, leaving behind unanswered questions, explosive allegations, and a frantic pursuit of truth. Today we step into one such moment, the ongoing drama surrounding the tragic and puzzling death of the former South African ambassador in a Paris hotel. The incident alone was shocking, but the story has now intensified dramatically because of a powerful voice closest to him, his wife, the influential businesswoman Phileli Bengu, as referred to in your text as Phileli. The title of this incendiary expose speaks for itself. The ambassador's wife reportedly drops big names, breaking open the narrative many believe to be settled. What we are seeing is no longer just a tragedy, but a legal thriller filled with political intrigue and the alleged involvement of high-profile personalities whose identities could unlock the questions surrounding the ambassador's final moments. To understand the magnitude of this turning point, we must first acknowledge the gravitas of the woman at the center. Phileli Bengu is not merely a grieving widow, she is a formidable business leader, the CEO of the National Empowerment Fund, and a significant figure in South Africa's economic and political space. Her accolades include being named CEO of the Decade by the Association of Black Securities and Investment Professionals. Her 2013 wedding to Nathi Mthethwa, attended by political heavyweights including former President Jacob Zuma, symbolized the merging of two powerful worlds, politics and finance. When a woman of such stature speaks, especially after a long silence, the entire country pays attention. Her fluency in both corporate and political spheres gives her credibility few can match. She understands power, leverage, and consequence. So when she allegedly breaks her silence, her words cannot be dismissed as emotional speculation, they carry institutional weight. The context of her reported statement is critical. French authorities quickly concluded that the September 30th tragedy was an apparent suicide, citing a distressing message he allegedly sent to his wife and the forcibly opened window in his hotel room. But this narrative was immediately challenged by the Mthethwa family, who demanded answers, pointing especially to the unexplained discovery of the ambassador's cell phone nearly a kilometer away from his body. Their refusal to allow burial without a full forensic report set the stage for what your script describes as Phileli Bengu's supposed intervention. When official explanations failed to satisfy the family, pressure shifted to those closest to the ambassador to provide missing pieces, and this is where the drama escalated, sending the internet into a storm. The central implication of Bengu's purported decision to name high-profile individuals is the bombshell suggestion that her husband's death may not have been the result of personal despair alone, but allegedly tied to political pressure and sensitive financial secrets linked to his controversial career. Nathi Mthethwa, former Minister of Police and later Minister of Arts and Culture, had long been associated with South Africa's political elite. His name had been linked to the Marikana tragedy and repeated accusations of corruption and misuse of public resources. Thus, when a figure as strong as Phileli Bengu is said to be naming individuals, it implies she believes these people, prominent public figures, were in some way connected to the pressures that weighed on her husband. The high-profile individuals she is said to have pointed to are widely known in South Africa, and the alleged links tie the Paris incident to the broader context of state capture-related corruption at home. Though these claims remain allegations, the script states that some of these figures were reportedly former associates or officials tied to financial probes Mthethwa himself had faced, including some described as former friends connected to his troubled political past. Bengu's alleged revelations are characterized as explicit, not vague, pinpointing individuals she reportedly believes may have threatened him, blackmailed him, or contributed to a betrayal that pushed him toward crisis. This transforms the narrative from a personal tragedy into a political and celebrity scandal unfolding under global scrutiny, implying that his downfall may have been influenced by powerful forces. The ripple effect across South Africa's political class is immense. If Phileli Bengu is indeed naming names, it adds a level of closeness and credibility that no reporter or leaked document could achieve. Her alleged account provides context, timeline, and motive, filling in gaps left by the French inquiry, including the missing phone and the strangely jammed window lock. The Mthethwa family has always rejected the idea of suicide, and now, with Bengu's supposed explosive remarks circulating online, she appears to be using her platform not for sympathy, but to pressure the government. She is calling for the South African investigative team already in Paris to shift focus from simply how he died to who may have created the pressures surrounding his final days. This story stretches far beyond the Hyatt Regency Hotel. It includes a marriage under pressure, a love strained by political risk, public scrutiny, and personal anxiety. It was Phileli who received the final distressed message, now a critical piece of an international investigation. Her insight into his fears, his enemies, and the tensions he carried gives her testimony significant weight. Her alleged decision to name prominent figures reflects her belief that his death was not a choice, but the result of a system protecting itself. These developments also changed the tone of the funeral proceedings. The family's early stance, no burial without truth, now appears reinvigorated by these alleged revelations. Political pressure for a transparent, comprehensive report acknowledging the names and context she is said to have provided grows heavier. Ultimately, this is not just a family's fight for justice, it is a fight for legacy. The Mthethwa family wants him remembered not as a corrupt politician who took his own life, but as someone allegedly victimized by intimidation, corruption, and betrayal. The internet-breaking reaction to Bengu's supposed remarks reflects the public's hunger for truth and accountability. We now find ourselves at a tense crossroads in this global political drama. Her purported disclosures have put a countdown on investigators, pushing officials to confront powerful individuals and address inconsistencies in the official narrative, especially the unresolved matter of the phone found 800 meters away. Her testimony, her record of his last days, and the pressure surrounding him may provide the first meaningful clues to the secret of his death. Her alleged revelations are framed not as emotional outbursts but as defiance, a demand for justice, and a challenge to authority. The world now waits to see whether the prominent figures she reportedly named will ever be publicly identified, and whether this extraordinary saga will finally yield the truth South Africa and the Mthethwa family so desperately seek. The fallout from her alleged revelations has only just begun.